Yeah, it's Equivoc. It's the hip hop pro.
What's up, guys? It is Equivoc, the hip hop pro, and we will continue the series on what makes a great rapper. We don't want to be mediocre. We don't want to be just good. We want to be great. And every single episode for the next few video drops here are going to be one key point on what makes a great rapper. Last time I did a video on how to flow, and I went over 3 different main types of flow that you hear in hip hop and how to do it. I gave tips, I gave some examples. So if you haven't watched that, catch that one. And this one today is about confidence. Confidence is needed, man, to be a rapper, to get anywhere in life. I had to learn this as well, but it's especially important in hip hop because hip hop is a competitive sport. It has been from the very beginning of time, from the 80s when people were rap battling and you want to rip your partner to shreds, man. In a rap battle, dude, that's one of the most competitive things you can do. I remember in high school, I was a dork in high school, and I had like spiky hair and I wore like a freaking silver chain and freaking baggy pants, and man, I was freaking corny in high school. But I rapped, and I was getting pretty damn good at that point, but no one knew that I rapped besides my crew. And I was in class, and this one dude was freestyling. It happened all the time in that high school. It was just a big part of the culture. We always just freestyled and rapped, especially at that time. And he's like freestyling, and then he calls me out, and he says something to me. He says, and this dude over here looks like Sonic the Hedgehog or some shit like that. And then some people laughed and they looked at me, and no one really knew that I rapped except for one dude, my one boy. And then I turned around and I remember I was like nervous as shit, but I had to take a deep breath and pull out the confidence, this little quiet freaking Spanish kid with spiky hair. And I turned around and I was like, let me tell you a story. Your raps are boring. The only one that likes them are you and Corey. And everyone's like, oh shit, you're gonna let that fucking dude do it? Yo, it was awesome. And that was one of my favorite moments when I was coming up in the hip hop world. And there was many, many more stories for other videos, but confidence is that lesson I learned that day. So I want to go into a few different points here. And the first point is how you are saying it. How you're saying it. So, you know, it's not a lot about what you're saying, but when I speak, I want to be clear. I want to be confident, strong. I want to emphasize every single word I need to emphasize, exactly like I'm doing with you right now. I was giving you an example and you didn't even know it. And when I'm rapping, I don't want to sound like I'm like not confident, like I'm asking a question. You know, I want to sound like I'm making statements, you know, and you don't have to yell to show confidence. A lot of rappers think if they yell, they're going to sound like, I don't know, harder or more confident. It's not about freaking yelling. Look at Lil Wayne. Dude, he raps really quiet and he's super confident. I'm going to bring him up a few times throughout this video because I think he's just a great example of this all around. He always talks about his swag and has it in a million punchlines, but it's, you know, 100% true. So it's definitely someone to study in this category. It's how you're saying it. Now, your delivery is going to be important with the flow. So again, if you didn't watch that flow video, watch that. But number 2 point here on confidence is your demeanor. So we're all human beings. People judge other people and how they look. It's your image. It's not just how you dress, man. It's your body language and how you come across. And you know, one thing I want to recommend too that fits this point and the last point as well, rap is like public speaking. Look up tips on great public speaking skills, and those same exact tips are going to work when you rap. In your body language, your demeanor, and how you're saying it. So in terms of your demeanor, man, you kind of have to act like you don't care what people think. And to a certain extent, it has to be the case. People can smell when you're fake. This culture knows when you're being fake. It does not work. We smell it, man. 8 Mile, Clarence lived in the suburbs, man. We knew it. We smelled it. right? We know. So you have to have a demeanor that's true to you, which goes into my third point. Be you. You got to be you. You can't be anybody else. Look at Kendrick Lamar. Look at Eminem. I'll bring up Lil Wayne again. Childish Gambino, Chance the Rapper. Dude, all these rappers are extremely confident. They just exude confidence, and they're them. There's no one else like them. But there's, 100 fucking rappers that sound the same right now. And all these rappers I just called out, they're in their own little niche. Man, no one's doing that. And if you're you and people know it, they should be able to feel it. That is what's going to help you seem more confident. All right, so the next couple points are not just tips on rap, but for anything, on how to seem more confident, how to be more confident. The next point, number 4, is practice, train. If I want to be a rapper, man, I better spend some time rapping. Man, if I want to be a weightlifter, I got to spend time in the gym. It's the same shit here. They say Eminem, he's always writing. He's always writing in notebooks. He's always thinking about lyrics. I'm probably not as extreme as him. I wish rap was my full-time job, then maybe I would be. But basically, I'm always thinking about lines and rhyme schemes and flows and punchlines, and you might think I'm like deep in thought about something crazy, and really I'm just writing some insane punchline in my head. But I'm just always practicing. And of course, when I'm not spending time with my family, when I'm not at work, man, my downtime is music. And I just love doing it. So for me, it's not really work. It doesn't feel like I'm training, but I am. I'm training. The same way soldiers train for battle, you gotta train with your music constantly. Watch videos, study up on albums. I'm gonna do a video on which albums to study to be a great rapper too. I just thought of that shit, but I need to put that together for you guys. And the last point, number 5, remember, you control your thoughts. So pep yourself up, man. Pick yourself up. When you're feeling down, man, you're in control to change that. So, it's one of those things like whether I'm about to perform on stage or I'm about to, do some public speaking at work or something, it is, we're all human again. We're going to get a little nervous inside, right? Right before I do this thing and I take a deep breath, I get in my zone, and I just get in there and I kill it every time. And I tell myself I'm going to kill it every time, and I do, because I already told myself, I made the decision that I'm going to. So you control your thoughts, man. Pep yourself up. Tell yourself you're the shit before you get on stage, before you record. You better be right up here. And if you're not right up here, what comes out will not be good, man. So to recap here, man, confidence is huge. To be a rapper, you're an influencer, you're a public speaker, you have to get a following, you're a leader, people look up to you, right? Some of you have never thought about rappers this way. It's 100% that way. People need a confident leader. It's attractive to people. That's one big reason why they're going to listen to your music. They're going to hear it in your flow. They're going to hear it in your passion. Be passionate. Remember, don't yell. You don't need to yell. You can just be passionate when you speak, and they're going to hear it. So I hope you learned something. I hope you had fun. Again, if you didn't catch that first video, How to Flow, watch that one. This one obviously was about confidence. I'm going to do one on lyrics and rhyme scheme. I'm going to do one on just your concept, your content, man. And we're going to learn how to be a great rapper, how to reach your potential in your own music and hip hop, or really any genre. Whatever you do, this shit will work. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Turn on the notifications if you had a good time, man. And follow me on the IG. At Equivoc Music. I just got on TikTok. I'm about to bring the real hip hop to TikTok in my motherfucking Gucci flip flops. I'm out. Peace.